Financial planning and discipline is key to one's financial freedom. Kishore Kumar, Bhopali. Number 10. Create a passive income. If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you'll work until the day you die. When a billionaire investor like Warren Buffett gives you such advice, you better listen. Having a passive income is one way to earn extra money and improve your finances. Passive income is the money you make without having to do a job to earn it. But this doesn't mean it'll fall on you like manna. It means that you did a lot of work up front to create and harness your skill, and now you're earning from it without much effort. For example, if you're an expert web developer, you, no doubt, earn a lot of money when you develop people's websites. That means that you have to work for people to earn, which means it doesn't earn you any passive income because you get paid for a job you've done. But what if you could use your skills to earn money even without having to work for it? Well, the good news is that you can. You can create courses about web development and charge a fee for it. If you charge $99 a person, and 15 people join your course every month, you'd earn a passive income of $1,485. If your course adds value to others, your current and former mentees would sell it for you by referring friends and family. You can also develop your own software and sell it to others. Don't wait for employment from other people. Become your own boss and possibly even other people's. That is one rule about saving money and personal finance that we all should know. Number 9. Embrace delayed gratification. Humans are an interesting race. When they want something, they're fixated on it and will go to great lengths to get it, then find out it wasn't as important to them as they thought it would be. They want instant gratification and will leave no stone unturned, in this case, even going into debt to achieve it. But you can't go through life making purchases that you don't need and expect to save money. For example, you're looking for a blue shirt for an upcoming event and come across a nice $180 jacket that you think would fit you nicely and is good for winter. You think to yourself, I gotta have it. Then go ahead and swipe the credit card that you refuse to leave behind and voila, you got a winter jacket. The thing is, you have enough winter jackets and didn't need to add another one. But your need for gratification could not let you delay the purchase, which made you $180 poorer. To save money and improve your finances, it's important to embrace delayed gratification. Delaying a purchase for a couple of days or weeks will help you realize that you don't need that item as much as you thought you did, which helps you save money. When you shop online, try to abandon your cart for a few days. If you come back and still want to make the purchase, go ahead. But chances are, you'll remove some of the items you had thrown in, which is a smart financial move. Number 8. Emotions and finances don't mix. Have you ever made a purchase when your emotions were high? Many times, when we're emotional, we tend to find comfort in things we wouldn't bother with on normal days. We know you've dug into a bowl of your favorite ice cream when going through your emotions. While there's nothing wrong with indulging every once in a while, overindulgence is the thing that will kill your finances. Some people go to extreme lengths to feed into their emotions, which costs them more than they had bargained for. Going to a phone shop when you're emotional will tempt you to buy the newest iPhone 13 Pro Max. That's a whopping $1,450. If you had planned to buy it and had saved enough money, more power to you. But if you just swipe your credit card on a whim, you've become a statistic in the credit card debt department. If you have a 16% APR on a 30-day billing cycle, you'd be charged an interest of $19.20. If you make late payments, your interest accumulates and you're forced to pay steeper interest rates. One unwritten rule that can save you tons of cash is don't go shopping when you're emotional. You might find yourself buying a whole car and regret it later. If you want comfort when you're emotional, look into your refrigerator and eat all the greasy food you want. If your waist gets thicker, you can always work out. It's certainly cheaper than buying a $20,000 car. Number 7. Pay yourself first. One rule of personal finance that can catapult you to financial independence is paying yourself first. This means saving money before you spend it. Paying yourself first ensures that whatever you decide to do with the rest of your money, you have money set aside for a rainy day. Having savings allows you to cater to a pressing need without having to go into debt, which helps you acquire financial stability. To save your money, decide the amount you want to deposit into your saving account. For example, if you earn $2,500 and want to save 15% of your income, set aside $375 and deposit it into your savings account. You can budget for the remaining $2,125 with the knowledge that you have money to cater to an urgent need. To be disciplined in saving, you can automate your savings, a method that allows your money to be automatically transferred from your checking to your savings account. This ensures that you have saved money no matter how bad your finances are, and prevents you from deviating from that routine. Frank Sonnenberg once said, "Save when you don't need it, and it'll be there for when you do." Number 6. Spend less than you earn. It is common knowledge that living above your means can mess up your finances and turn you into a desperate borrower and a burden to your loved ones. In most cases, the topic of money has been taboo, but savers and minimalists know that to save and improve their finances, spending less than they earn is one of the ways that work. Spending less than you earn means that you still have money remaining from your budget after you've paid all your bills and utilities and even splurged a little. For example, if you earn $3,000 and have paid your house rent, done grocery shopping, paid for your electricity, gas, water, and transport, and you still have $500 remaining, you have spent less than you earn, and you can add that money to your emergency fund or savings account. Spending less than you earn ensures that by the time the new month rolls over, you have money remaining from the previous month's income. You know your finances are poor if there are more days remaining in the month than the money you have left. Number 5. Get out of debt and stay out. Getting out of debt can be an uphill task, especially if you survive on one income, but you can do it. Debt usually creeps up on you so slowly, sometimes you barely even notice. It takes a little debt here and a little debt there, and before you know it, you're deep in it. And whenever you get an income, you spend it paying off your debt only to borrow again to survive that whole month. You practically spend the following month's income before you get the check. This is how your debt starts. You go to the mall to buy a pair of $30 cufflinks. In that process, a nice silk tie catches your eye, but it's going for $60. You hover on the tie rack, debating whether to take it or not because you hadn't carried enough cash. And a few minutes later, the seductress of instant gratification rears her head, and you whip out your credit card and take your nice $60 tie home. Sure, it looks good with every shirt you have, but your debt cycle has started. If you fall back on payments, you're in trouble. Rule number 1 on saving money: avoid debt like the plague. Rule number 2: don't forget rule number 1. You'll improve your finances and be in a position to save. If you have debt, it's not the end of your financial freedom. Just commit to making payments every month and be done with it. Having a second income can help you settle your debts faster and enable you to start seriously saving. Remember, Ogden Nash said, "Some debts are fun when you are acquiring them, but none are fun when you set about retiring them." Number 4, maximize your savings by any means necessary. There is no better way to get out of a financial rut than by serious saving. Making saving a habit will enable you to become financially independent, but you can get there faster by maximizing your savings by any means necessary, any legal means. There is the traditional way of saving, which is by depositing a certain amount of money to your savings account after you receive your check. And there are tricks you can pull from your sleeve to get more money. For example, making a meal plan saves you tens of dollars every week, which you can put into your savings. You can also cut cable and pay for cheaper streaming services. If cable costs $100, you can pay for the $18 streaming services and save $80. In a year, you'd have maximized your savings by $960. This is not to mention other ways you can maximize your savings, such as saving loose change, participating in savings challenges, and eating fewer burritos and more homemade food. You'd be amazed at how much money you'd save. It would enable you to clear off your debt, have an emergency fund, and still have money to spare. Talk about financial growth. Number 3, do your research before purchases. The majority of us are last-minute shoppers who make a mad dash for the clothes and grocery store at the last minute. This means that we'll purchase the item at the price that's on the tag, which is a big mistake. You can get better deals if you don't do your shopping in a hurry and save some big bucks. For example, if you want to buy a dinner dress for Saturday, Begin researching as early in the week as possible. You might find that a dress that sells for $150 in one shop is going for $130 in another. Doing your research before purchase allows you to find out about things such as price, quality, customer reviews, and longevity. You wouldn't want to buy a dress whose sequins keep falling off. You'd have a terrible time at dinner and waste your money in the process. Doing your research before purchasing an item ensures that you've got value for your money by getting the best product with the best deal possible. You save more when you're sure of the quality and the price you're buying your item for. Number 2, buy things that last. A bad investment is going for quantity over quality. If you're trying to be careful with your wallet, especially with the economy right now, you have to choose staple pieces. Christian Siriano. If you're buying a quantity of good quality, we have no complaints. But if you prefer quantity over quality, you'll get an earful from us. This is because quantity without quality is as good as taking a Zippo and setting your dollar bills on fire. It's like buying a whole bag of bad apples because you got them for cheap. You won't want to eat any of them because the only thing they'll be good for is target practice. For example, buying a $1,950 couch that's made from quality wood and fabric will serve you longer than a $300 mediocre one that wood mites love to set up shop in. You might one day find a friend that's crashing on your couch, sleeping on the floor, which would be embarrassing and would also require you to go back to the furniture store to buy a new couch. Had you bought a quality couch, they probably wouldn't have moved out, but your couch would have been in good condition. If you want to save your money and improve your finances, always buy things that last. The same thing is true for buying everything else, such as kitchenware, electronics, and even your clothes. You save so much more money when you pick quality over quantity. Before we get into number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. Number 1, invest in yourself. Never stop improving your life. If you want to be respected, start by respecting yourself. If you want money, you have to work for it. And if you want good health, you have to take care of yourself. For example, getting a good education will get you a better job with a higher income, which will help you get financial stability. Sure, there are high school dropouts that are millionaires today, but you can't compare yourself to other people and expect to be successful. If you have a skill, use it. It will bring you financial success. A 2019 study published by WealthX found that around 68% of those with a net worth of $30 million or more were self-made. That's a whole 2/3 of millionaires. If you were born into money, we're a little jealous of you, but if you weren't, you can get there by sheer determination and proper money management. Learn to spend less than you earn, save often, and keep investing in yourself. You'll be a better saver, investor, and a better person in general, which wins a lot of hearts. Yeah, we know you can't live on one hearts alone, but you'll always be first in line when something good is on the table. In the words of Warren Buffett, the more you learn, the more you earn.